In this lecture, we will learn about what is known as subnets. So you hear a lot about networks, subnetworks and so on. So here we will learn about what is subnet and what is it useful for. Let's look at this simple network. Okay, so here the network is, the network ID is 141.14.0.0, and we have a network which consists of these many hosts. So 141.14.0.1, 0.2, 0, and then it goes on till 141.14.192.2, and it finally goes till 255.253, 255.254. So we have so many hosts are there. And in fact, if you see, so 16 bits are there for the host, so we have 2 to the power of 16 minus 2 hosts on this network, and it is connected to the internet through this gateway router, and it has IP address 141.14.201.4. okay, so this is connected, this is a network, but this is a huge number of hosts inside one network. Okay, usually this is not what we want, but we would like that there are many different subnets, okay, are there. Okay, why is it useful? Because you will not have in one organization, so we might have many departments. Okay, so each of them would like to be on some, again, some different subnetworks. So a kind of hierarchy is there which will help us distinguish the different groups, and so we form subnetworks. Let's look at this particular example. So in this example, if you see, so what we have is, again, we have a router to the internet. So this is my organization. Okay, so this is my organization, and here I have so many different departments. So let's say these are the 4 different departments: D1, D2, D3 and D4. What happens now is I still have the same network 141.14.0.0, but I have divided again it into 4 subnetworks or 4 subnets. First subnet has the network ID 141.14.0.0. okay, and here we have the hosts from 0.1 till 141.14.63.254. So if I have a network with 141.14.0.0, I can go up to 141.14.255.254, something like that. Let's see how they divide this whole network address. Okay, these many hosts. So first host gets from, so this block they have till 63 they have taken. So this is from 141.14.0.1 till 63. Okay, so 0 till 63 they go on. Next we see that now it starts from 64 here, and it goes from 64.1 till 127.254. So again we have divided that 255, 0 to 255 in this one. Okay, in that 141.14. after that, the next third byte, which can be from 0 to 255, I have divided it into 4 parts or 4 subnets, and 0 to 63 is here, that means 64 total. Next 64 is 64 to 127 is here. Then you have 128 to 191 is here, all the hosts, and then you have here from 192 till 255. So we have 4 subnetworks, and they are all connected using different routers. So here are the routers, these are connected, so anywhere. Okay, so this computer is connected to this one. How? So packet will go from here, okay, and it will traverse to this one and this one, okay, something like this. So directly it cannot go, but it can traverse. So these subnets, all of them are connected, and they are connected to the rest of the internet too. So this subnet helps. Now some computer science department can be here, electrical can be here, mechanical can be here, civil can be here. So they are in different groups. So even by just knowing the IP address, you can know that okay, this is computer science department and so on. Now how we do find the subnet? Okay, so subnet, you have subnet masks for that. Okay, so here we have this IP address 141.14.72.24. Now we are going to use, so without subnetting, we have this one. Okay, so this is a class B address, so whatever network we had. So some dog in my neighbor is barking, okay, so sorry for that, but I cannot help. So 141.14.72.24, so this is class B address. So default mask is this one. So without subnetting, our network address is this, but we have this network, we have again divided into 4 parts. So 2 bits I will take from the host address, okay, and hence now my subnet mask will be that 16 bits plus 2 bits, so 18 bits. And with subnetting, I have the subnet mask. Okay, so let's see what it is becoming. So we have a subnet mask, let's say for previous one that was this, okay, and what happens? Okay, so we had, in fact, okay, so let's see this one, I was a bit wrong. So subnet mask now we have is 255.255.192.0. okay, so let's see how it helps. So 141.14.72.24, when we subnet with this one, it becomes 141.14.64.0. So this is the network address. Okay, so this is the subnet mask, and if you want to find the subnet of this one, so AND this with this and you will get the network address. So it means it belongs to the second subnetwork. Okay, so the thing is 192. So if you want to find this 192, you AND with that 72, the bit representation, and you will get a 64. Okay, and if we just try a bit, so 192 is your 128 plus 64. This 128 plus 64, so this will become 12. So 192. So this is, if we want to represent it, so this is 1, and then we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is 2 to the power of 7, and then 2 to the power of 6. So this is your subnet mask, okay, for the third byte. That's what I was writing. So 2 bits here will be taken from the host ID. Now we have, so let's see, so this is 192, 2 bits from the network host ID is taken for the subnetwork, and we have 72 here. 72 is 64 plus I think 8. Okay, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this will become 0 1 0 0 2 to the power 0 2 to the power 1 2 square, this one. And if we add these two, so it will become, my answer will be, so 1 0 will be 0, 1 1 is 1, 0 0 both where are 0, and we have all the rest as 0. So this will become 141.14.64.0. okay, so this is the basic idea of subnetting. So you take from the host ID itself, you take a few bits. So we took 2 bits from there because we divided into 4 parts, so we had to take 2 bits, and we added into the subnet mask, and now we get 4 different sub networks. Okay, so what is the sub network address if the destination address is 200.45.34.56 and the subnet mask is this? Okay, so this is another question we have. So it's a bit, I have the question. Okay, let's do it. So we have 200.45.34.56 and the subnet mask is 255.255.240.0. Okay, so then we know that, okay, to find the network address you add these two, so find the bit representation of this. So 255 for first two are all ones, so we need to, and this is all zero, so this will become 0. We just need to check for this. So 34 can be represented as, how will you represent? So it will be 32, so 2 to the power of 5 will be this, 2 to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 32 plus 2. So this is the representation of your 34, and 240 now you need to represent. So 240 is 128, okay, plus 64 plus 32. So how much it becomes? So 192. So it is 192 plus 32. So 4. So 224 I've already got, and then plus 16 if I do, so 234, 240 it becomes. Okay, so this will be 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this will be your 240 is this one and 34 is this. So and your answer for ANDing them for the subnet is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is 32. So we will get the answer as 200.45.32.0. So this will be your network address. So what is the sub network address if the destination address is this? Okay, so this is your network, the host ID, and the subnet mask is this one. So your network address is 200.45.32.0. and let's try to check the answer also. So here they represent, okay, so again the same question is here, 200.45.34.56 and 240 is here. So they represent this, and sub network address is this. Okay, so you add these two, overall you add, and this is the answer. So they remain the same. Okay, so now we have default mask is this one, and then subnet mask. Okay, so it takes, so if you see this one, so this 224, it means now we are taking 3 bits for the subnetwork. Okay, and hence we can have 8 subnetworks now, because 3 bits can have 8 different representations. Okay, now let's try to see what is super network. So super network, the concept is, if we have different networks but I want to have a router which will give packet, which will receive packet for all of them collectively. Okay, so let's see, this is our first class C address. Okay, so group from x.y.31.32.1 till 32.255. Then we have a next group x.y.33.1 till 33.255. Another group is this one, 34.255, and then we have these 4 groups. But I want that, okay, from external source when packets are coming from rest of internet, I should receive all packets for this, all the 4 sub networks together, all these networks. So what will I do? I will combine them together to form a super network, and that will take the packets. Okay, so that was about the sub network, okay, and the subnet mask. So I think you understand the concept. Thanks a lot.